What is good, everyone? What is good? It's the boy Bond the Great coming to you, presenting you with some information you need to know for the future of gaming with Xbox. So, for starters, we have here Xbox. Xbox is raising the price of the consoles, games, and accessories. And my source is Pure Xbox. It's a legit source for your Xbox news and needs.
Has announced that the cost of consoles, games, and accessories will be going up across multiple regions starting today. This includes an $80 price hike for the Xbox Series S and $100 price hike for the Xbox Series X in the US, and a £50 price hike for the Xbox Series S and £20 price hike for the Xbox Series X in the UK. Additionally, some upcoming Xbox first-party games will now be launching at an increased price of $79.99. We will adjust the pricing of some of our new first-party games starting this holiday season to $79.99. This update will apply to physical and digital versions. That said, different games and expansions will continue to be offered at a variety of price points. Here are all the new prices for Xbox consoles and accessories in the UK, US, and beyond.
And so, with that being said, I feel like that right there is crazy to me. But with me going into this industry of gaming, I understand why you raising the price, because what I'm saying, we're getting a lot of games with a lot of details, a lot of human realistic movement or whatnot, visuals, graphics, or whatever the case may be, everything with that. It is just that, Nintendo is the starter of this, and you already had Nintendo's Nintendo USA, Nintendo America already say, if you're broke, don't buy it.
These worlds and see value, if you will, in whatever rung of the platform they come in. So if you're poor and you can't afford a Switch 2, which is probably going up in price, by the way, because of the tariffs, you could probably see a $700, $600 Switch 2. That is now a possibility because they're not lowering that price.
And I feel like that is a bunch of bull, for the simple fact that gaming has always been an outlet for everyone. And now we coming across this mess right here. So if you look at the prices, so I have all the prices right here. Right? So Xbox Series X, 512 gigs. Euro, as you can see with the Euro, $299.99, $379 for digital. This is the Xbox Series X is a digital console. So this is how much you'll be paying in the future for, this, because they added money on to it, or whatever the case may be. So it's $379.99 for the Xbox Series X 1 terabyte, $429.99. Xbox Series X, which is the big body, the big boy, is $59.99. $599.99, 600 plus dollars. And then I didn't even know that they had an Xbox Series X digital. Why do we have an Xbox Series X digital when we have an Xbox Series S digital? Make it make sense. But anyway, moving on. So y'all see how the prices are jumping up. The prices are jumping, or whatever the case may be, and that's crazy work to me. And even with the accessories or whatnot. And so, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. No, I'm not. It's pretty much stating exactly what's in my face. The prices is going up. The accessories. You're literally paying a full price for a controller, which can be a video game, for a controller that has a lot of mechanical hardware issues, to where if you don't get a warranty on your accessories, you're going to be screwed and have to go back and pay the same price for this or whatnot. So this is all the prices that you're going to get right here. And you know what I'm saying? And the games. $80 game prices are ridiculous, adding even more value to Xbox Game Pass. And this is what I was saying yesterday on my stream. I behoove everybody. Listen to me. Come here. Just come here. Listen to me when I say everybody need to get Xbox Game Pass, whether if you have it on Xbox or if you have it on PC, because they do have a PC Game Pass. So get you a Game Pass. Play those games. Pay that $24.99 a month for games. Some of the games that you wouldn't even be interested in is in Game Pass or whatnot. And this is just from me to gamers. If you want to explore games, go get Game Pass or whatnot, because they already feel like you don't own the game. Even if you buy a hard copy for your console, they still say you do not own. They still say you do not own your games. In which, when you do buy a hard copy, you still have to download it to your console. You still have to download it to your console in order to play it. And that's crazy as hell. Xbox price hike, just the beginning for the industry, says an analyst. You know, and then you got some of the comments right here.
I said this was inevitable, and not just a Nintendo issue when they announced their prices. Unfortunately, we are living in a reality where everyone's costs are increasing, and sadly, any next generation console is now going to be very expensive.
And Carlos is right. Carlos is fucking right. We knew it was going to happen. But now it's just the fact that everything is happening now, definitely with the tariffs that's going to be in place or whatever the case may be. And it's just going to be crazy. So ain't no telling how much the new Xbox is coming out in 2027 is going to cost. Ain't no telling how much that's going to cost. So if you're trying to get the new console, if you're trying to get the new Xbox console or whatnot, even the PlayStation, you need to start saving now. Because that's just like with the PS5. The PS5 Pro. PlayStation already showed you what it's going to look like when the new console come out or whatnot. So if you're going to get it, it's either you're going to ride the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X until the wheels fall off, or you're going to upgrade as soon as it come out, which I don't even recommend you upgrade to the new console until they fixed all of the bugs. Because literally majority of us just got the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation. I got both of mine in 2022. And that shit came out in 2020. And they had so many issues with it. Or whatever the case may be. So let's go to the next one.
This generation sure has been crazy with the prices. That tells me the rumors of the next-gen consoles costing $700 or even $800 might be true, as Sony and Microsoft look to no longer take huge losses on hardware. Glad I have all mine bought and paid for. Sad for those that can't afford to get into console gaming. This didn't help.
And that makes sense. Honest Hick makes a whole lot of sense. $700 to $800 for a console. Like, everybody loves gaming. It's just the fact that now it's just getting to the point to where the big gaming companies are looking at it as, we need to raise the price on all of our stuff, but not realizing that the community you're selling the games to, their income is not up there with your prices. Because it's like everybody's trying to charge more and our income's staying the same, or they trying to cut waste and, you know what I'm saying, and make it to where we can't afford, we have to save up for it. And I don't want to hear about that, oh, if you broke, don't buy it. You shut your ass up, because everybody ain't fortunate to just go up there and buy the shit. Use your common sense. Use your brain. Because if you had a business and this type of stuff is affecting you, what would you do? In which we know a lot of people is money hungry. They're going to stick to the money. But if you really enjoy and love what you're doing, you're going to make sure that people is actually enjoying your product and what you love doing. Say if it's like Black Myth Wukong. Oh my God. That game was $39.99 when it came out. $39.99 when it came out. And that game literally is a $70 game. So think about that. So we're going to skip this one. And then we're going to go to the big one.
They literally saw Sony raise prices last month and said we can go further. Digital and disc editions of Series X both plus £20 more expensive than the PS5 equivalents. Do they even want to sell consoles anymore?
Exactly.
It's baffling how they think XSX can compete with PS5 at these prices. Its whole point of existence is value for money, since they gave up on having exclusive games, and yet here they are partially throwing that selling point away. No news on what the $80 game prices converts to for other currencies. What's the bet it'll be £80? Of course it will. Who am I kidding? Ironically, despite taking the flak for being the first to raise game prices, Nintendo's selling premium Switch 2 games for £67 in UK, so less than the £70 Microsoft are already charging before this latest announced price rise. Really poor look for Microsoft here. Their currency conversions are utter crap.
Exactly. I fully agree. I fully agree, because they trying to follow suit like Nintendo. But in my opinion, no Nintendo game that come on a little small disc like this should be worth that amount of money. Hard copies, you're charging $80+, and for the digital copy, you're charging $70. Like, come on, man. We not even thinking about the profit. They not thinking about the profit to that. Because honestly, realistically, no matter how much they charge, somebody is still gonna buy it. And I know that as a gamer that people are still going to buy it, because I'm not going to buy it as soon as it come out. Well, not definitely with me being a streamer, I have to consider that in, you know what I'm saying, this profession as a streamer. I love gaming. So I'm going to do what I have to do. But what if everybody else is not going to be able to do the same thing? All this comply, do what I say, or you're not going to get it. That is crazy.
What a big load of BS. I could understand the console raising prices, but it should only affect the US since the tariffs are a US problem, but we need
Tariffs.
raising prices everywhere else to offset the increase there. It sucks. Pricing themselves above the PS5 while becoming multi-platform is yet another death sentence for Xbox consoles. Even the PS5 Pro is now cheaper than the most expensive Xbox.
Exactly.
What I find unjustifiable is $80 Xbox games. They literally saw Nintendo doing it with Mario Kart and said, why not us with Call of Duty?
Exactly. And that's the crazy gist of everything that is going on. And this little statement right here, Microsoft says that it understands these changes are challenging for Xbox fans, and that they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and their rising cost of development. Where? How do you understand? See, I hate when motherfuckers give you a back slap in the face as, I understand, but you're still going to do it. You don't understand. You just want money. You say you trying to end the console wars, but what is this? You're going to end it yourself. Now, granted, I know the new Xbox that's coming out in 2027 is going to have Steam added onto it. So, honestly, if they actually add Steam to it, the price is reasonable. But you should have consoles, in my opinion, you should have consoles come out with that option. Because what if people don't want to have Steam added on because it's going to cost more? You give people the option to choose, just like you did with the digital and the hard copies. You gave people the little small flat ass console that does only digital, and then you gave us the big box that does the hard copies and digital. You know what I'm saying? So give people a choice, just like you did with digital and hard copies. You give people a choice whether they want Steam or not Steam on it or whatnot. Because I promise you, if you give people that choice or whatever the case may be, right, more people are going to flock to the console with Steam. And even if the people do flock to the one without Steam, they're going to see what they're missing from other people, because we're in a day and age where the internet pretty much sells your product for you. So if there's enough people that says, nah, I just want to get the one without Steam, I'm all right with that. But then they start seeing people playing games that they've always wanted to play, like Repos, Schedule 1, all of those. Hell, I forgot the other game, but it's another dinosaur game. See, so if you give that option to people, people are going to flock to it. And I understand Xbox is trying to win the PC wars also. So that's the reason why they're coming out with that. People, use y'all mind. Use y'all minds. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little show and tale of what we need to be looking forward to with Xbox. And like always, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be easy. And this is Bond the Great signing out.